Так, приветствую вас на канале Like Pick Channel. Сегодня с вами я, Поросеночек. Вот. Как я и обещал, вторая часть Mass Effect. Вот, сразу же после первой, ну это логично. Давай посмотрим. Гизмыч, привет, салют. Рассказывай, Гизмыч, как у тебя дела? Совершенным оружием, да? Эксперт, безумие. О, не, понятно. Это завершивший Mass Effect, да? Ну давай попробуем на ветеране. Так, Джон Шепард, ранг 51, солдат, герой, конечно же. Рекс выжил, Кайден сдох, Совет сдох, место цитадели Андерсон. Да, окей. Это синяк в эфире, да-да-да-да. Но русской озвучки тут, по-моему, нет. Есть только фанатская русская озвучка на второй Mass Effect, если я не ошибаюсь. Так что тут, наконец, сейчас будет нормальный язык. Ну,
Shepard did everything right.
Да.
More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But
ну,
Shepard,
графон стал лучше,
I'll
явно.
follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Ну, тут трахать мы Миранду, наверное, будем, если Яра не
See
будет.
to it that we don't lose him.
Ну, чисто гипотетически. Ну, лица, конечно. Тут, во-первых, имею в виду, что все-таки игра старенькая. Лица, конечно. Ну, блядь. Ну, насколько я помню, вторую, третью так сильно не подтягивали конкретно графически. То есть она, вторая, третья, ну, сейчас смотрится еще на уровне. Скафандры.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Да, то есть для своего времени, 2012 года.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for
Давай,
evasive maneuvers!
Ну, мы по 2 часика стримим, в принципе, но вторая часть будет намного жирнее, наверное, по стриму, потому что тут и квестов много.
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard.
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye.
Ай-ай. Да там
Everybody in. Go,
корабль-то
go,
не особо
go.
такой большой. Так-то. Бабах, нахуй. Все, кишочки и мешочки. Да, жестко, конечно, Армадию попинали. Да, я говорю, графически вторая часть явно лучше будет, чем первая, но это очевидно. Так, журнал, понятно, что это пролог спасения Джокера. Ну погнали, чё? Настроечки есть, вот режим есть.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
Вот, но вторая часть больше похожа на шутан. Так, а это где мы вообще, кстати, кто не помнит? Вот здесь Чаклас, там типа моя каюта должна была быть вот здесь, да? Но она не работает. Ну, поехали.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy!
Опа, никак, да? Так, вниз тоже нет.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
О. Мостик наш, да? Блин, ну прикольно, прикольно, прикольное начало вообще. Особенно, когда ты не знаешь, что к чему здесь, да? Вообще просто. Думаешь, такой, етишь, псатижи, да? Типа, вот сейчас Шепарда не будет, а кто же будет, да? Ну, прикольно, прикольно. Так, это спасательная, да? Джокер.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack!
Распополамили, да? Все.
Watch the arm!
Последняя спасательная шлюпка. Блин, ну чё вот смотреть, да, блять, ну запрыгнул бы нахуй и все, да?
Commander! Shepard!
Кусочки Нормандии. Так, я не понимаю, почему голос так тихо работает. Вот такое вот начало. Я помню в 2012, что, по-моему, году, да? Или в каком-то 10-м было вообще просто такой. Ты смотришь такой, что, простите? В смысле, блядь, Шепард умер? Как это так? Здорово, Дэймон. Mass Effect Genesis — это интерактивный комикс, резюмирующий события. Да, конечно. Давай, чё нет. Dark Horse Comics. Ну, давай.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Cade Malenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core.
Все может быть.
Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black.
Какие-то хаоситские у тебя наклонности. Демон. Прям
Dream.
такие.
A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the
Охуенно,
attacks.
на белом фоне
The
белые
main suspect
субтитры.
for
Это,
the
конечно,
Eden Prime
круто.
massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof.
Не, ну если ты за императора, отца нашего, то да.
Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security.
Тогда может и
Despite orders from
забанить.
his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon.
Прикольно выглядит, рисовка прикольная. Но, блять, субтитры на белом фоне, это, конечно, просто конч.
But they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task?
Демон,
Bring down
рассказывай.
Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert.
Ебабельная сучка Лиара.
And maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia. Saren's
Ну и
top
Бенезия
defender.
тоже неплохо.
And like most Asari,
Ля, какие
as
сиськи, а.
beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my
Заруинил,
vision was
пиздец,
unexpected.
В лес он там собрался, чтобы его клещ в жопу укусил,
Ashley
блядь.
was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Sarah.
Подождите, в смысле? Я и присунул. У нас был анал, карнавал с ней, подождите.
Venezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Venezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Venezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Venezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills.
Там Бенези тоже ебабельная такая. Ей, правда, 1000 лет, но ничего страшного. Многому чего, я думаю, могла бы нас научить.
She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
Короче, сумеречная борьба уже идет. Ну, ты видел в чате.
I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
Да я там очков
Rex
этого
wanted the genophage
набрал.
cure for his people.
У Рекса не было
I tried to
шансов.
convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close
Ну,
Saren
вообще,
was
да.
to completing his
Считается,
plan.
да, что второй Масыч
He
это
was
прям
already in
топовый топ.
communication with the Reapers.
Мне все Масычи
Saren's
нравятся,
flagship
но
we'd all assumed was just a ship.
первый физически
It's
устарел,
a Reaper. It
а
spoke to me.
третий концовочка, конечно, блядь, не
I
очень.
could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why
Блядь, на паузу
Saren would
никак
help
нельзя
it.
поставить. Я хотел
But
окошко
there was no
пооткрыть.
time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it.
Нюк.
Before we could detonate the
Bomba.
bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him,
Да чё там останавливать? 3 раза в тарелку стрельнул и все, ну.
it wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling
Ну,
me.
первая завязочка.
Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash.
Ну, конечно, если
That was the
присунуть
last
можно.
time Saren would
А
slip away
Кейдену
from me.
нет.
I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army.
Жара, конечно,
I
еще
assured them
прям
all that despite
подводит.
the
Просто
odds,
жесть. Вот эти 40
we could
градусов.
defeat him.
Хасит
Liara
просто
saw
вообще не в
through my
тему.
words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. and it was perfect.
Я хотел второй раз присунуть, она отказалась.
We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans
Я
had
тоже кондер
fought
включил, и
and
нормально.
died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers'
На
return,
Ваху скоро новая
giving us
DLC-шка
the time
выходит,
we
видел?
needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once
Зверолюди,
and for all.
ящерицы и гномам нового лорда дадут.
He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all.
А насчет той наслойки, которую ты показывал, ну, в принципе, ничего
It
так.
was intact, but heavily damaged.
Ну, что-то, мне кажется, она
He
дороговато
had
будет
caught the
стоить.
Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done.
Надо уже пора, мне кажется, банить
I was done
Хасита
chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets
за
battled
такие
Saren's army outside,
богомерзкие слова.
I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading
Короче,
combined
покраска
galactic fleet
Войны Кольца и Восстания Хасид отменяется.
was
Даже у
relentless.
Тарабрина это стоит дорого.
It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races,
Десятка,
but in the
нахуй.
end, Sovereign fell. But the cost.
Я за десятку лучше органайзер на все куплю.
While humanity's efforts in the
Ну,
war
или
earned
еще
us the
настолочку
first seat on the
какую-нибудь.
council, it was a hollow victory.
Да, блять, за десятку
The
можно
Reapers were still
Немезиду
out
взять.
there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious. he would
Ну, вообще,
easily
да,
navigate
я так
the
вот,
political
если
landmines that
Восстание
would
еще
soon be
можно
put in front of him.
покрасить,
The other
допустим,
choice,
да,
Captain
но
Anderson,
это дополнение
career
нужно ждать,
soldier.
то Война Кольца, я вот
fair,
смотрю на нее, да,
a friend,
как бы, ну, вроде и
someone
да,
you
вроде и
trust.
нет. И еще для Войны
Both
Кольца я
great
лучше на
leaders
самом
in
деле
their own
карту
right.
поменяю,
Anderson didn't
полипропиленовую
want
вот
the
эту возьму.
job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No
Тем
ambition
более
to
там
get in the
дополнение
way.
Наруто еще должны
The
выйти.
war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the
Ну, то есть,
council would
есть,
rebuild
короче,
itself.
вещи, которые за эту
The
сумму
Citadel could be
можно
repaired.
прикупить, да, как
Even
бы.
the pain of
А,
lost
на
friends
ДУ,
would
кстати,
fade.
органайзер купить, я еще
None of
планирую.
that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Тем более дополнение еще выйдет на Войну Кольца, да, то есть, ну там... Нет, на ДУ я, короче, нашел в Мипл Хаус, по-моему. Да.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
Я на Войну Кольца куплю мап, но я тебе
The Lazarus
скидывал, да?
project will proceed as
Штука
planned.
хорошая, кстати, штука удобная, штука интересная. Вот на ДУ, да, блять, потому что его, сука, разбирать, собирать, это пиздец просто. Короче, прям все 8 дополнений есть, и можно в 2 коробки засунуть. Так что, да. Видишь, для Восстания, если я когда-нибудь куплю дополнение, если вонючие Хабяеву выпустят, то органайзер нужен будет, потому что там еще миниатюрок добавится. Но пока да, ну, захочешь поиграть, кстати, в Восстание, ты мне скажешь, я его привезу. Я просто, блядь, привез, я думал, что, ну хотя бы в 6-7 тысяч я там уложусь. Ну, блядь, десятка. Вообще 12, а 10 тысяч, потому что, как бы, Тарабри на полшишечки лоялист, ну, ты понял. Вот. Их нихуя себе тут графон. Да, конечно. Переносим. Типовая внешность. А, подожди, а типовая внешность как? Все то же самое. Ну, логично, что солдат. Хотя, знаешь, тут... Я не помню, тут, по-моему, здесь, во второй части, от класса, по-моему, ничего не зависит. Вроде как. Так. Ты вообще сколько раз в него не играл? Я дохуя уже с Пашкой наиграл. Я, кстати, ты знаешь, это за Империю Андрюху выеб? Это, знаешь, это Паша орал просто как сумасшедший, говорит, ты просто... Ты двойную ачивку сделал, ты выиграл за Империю, я там раза 3-4, короче, пробовал, не получалось. И, говорит, мало того, что Империю, ну, типа, наконец-то выиграл, то так еще и с Андреем ее выиграл. Говорит, ну, против Андрея, говорит, это я, типа, блядь, на это мои полномочия все. Типа, это Пашина ачивка, ну, типа, ачивка в клубе просто в дуэли надрать по Андрею задницу, это, говорит, это... Бесспорно. И с Андрюхой, короче, Андрей, прикинь, первый раз играет, блядь, в Войну Кольца со мной. Вообще просто, по сути, ну так, слышал, да, там, видел, как играли. Ну как ты думаешь, раза 4? Понял. Вот, ну и все. Мы с Андреем прям сразу чик-чирик. И за свет прям сразу же выиграли, нахуй. Так. А что за штурмовик? А разведчик? Ой, нет, пизду, солдат. Сидеть, думать, космодесантник, вот и все. А, да, Хасид, если вдруг найдешь, к примеру, штурмовик, да, и с дробашами. Вот. Тут специфическая игра с дробашами, она такая, знаешь, ну как бы круто, но в то же время и... Все-таки видно, что игру затачивали больше, блядь, под солдата. Андрюха играл за тьму год назад с Пашкой в коопе против меня, и чё, и как? Ну, могут с Андрюхой за свет выебли. Тут просто сама по себе боевка, как таковая, в массике, она, ну, знаешь, ну, поскольку. И, допустим, брать какие-то специфические классы, ну, так, если разнообразить себе игру конкретно. Но на стриме с солдатом пойдем, может быть, для себя лично я попробую за адепт. Я просто помню, что у меня много товарищей играли за этого, за мага, ну, за, кто он там, адепт. Заснули, конечно, свет имба. Нет. Ну, знаешь, свет, короче, Хасид будет совсем имбой с последним дополнением, которым добавит ему еще немножко миниатюрок. И да, тьме с каждым дополнением на самом деле, ну, тяжелее становится играть. Вот. Ну, посмотрим. Ну, Восстание, да, вот, кстати, Восстание с дополнением, оно очень сильно упрощает жизнь повстанцам за счет того, что тебе добавляется очень много миниатюрок, очень много просто пиздатых карт. Не помню, я помню, тебе рассказывал, да, есть карты, короче, у повстанцев. Ты, типа, нападаешь, ну, в космос и на высадку, да? Карта, короче, какая? Не тактика выжженной земли, а, типа, не нашим, не вашим. Допустим, оставляешь один истребитель в космосе, одного пехотинца на земле. Ты такой, знаешь, за Империю вливаешься, там, блядь, звезду смерти подогнал, там, флот, да ёбаный страсти, там, знаешь, жумяков, АТА-20. Короче, ты выигрываешь, а у повстанцев она одноразовая. Ну, то есть, как особое действие можно использовать. Ты такой достаешь, говоришь, знаешь что, дружок и пирожок, а пошел ты нахуй. Весь космический флот уничтожается сразу, и весь флот высадки. Это такая карта имбалансная. Не, ну конечно, у Империи, да, тоже там переманить персонажа, помимо Люка Скайуокера, просто кого-то переманить, любого персонажа, ну, помимо Люка. Есть, ну, это именно за Палпатина, там отдельно еще карта добавляется. Да, у них там есть еще несколько, там у них Джаба, который просто жирает персонажей. Но, блин, вот эта карта, конечно, что это? Нет, это не баланса, нихуя карта, нет, ты просто, блядь, посмотри, какие карты добавили Империи в этом дополнении, и ты поймешь, что, блядь, это особая карта, ты ее не можешь использовать постоянно. Ну, то есть, блядь, я один раз заюзал и все. Вот. Там новый же движок, именно боевой. Так, да, все, погнали. Короче, очень клевое дополнение, ну сука. Я даже на китайском бы его взял, в принципе. Ну и говорю, если будет, вдруг увидишь где-нибудь там, ну, на английском языке, ты просто мне маякни. Мне у меня подписчики в Ирландии его смотрели, не нашли. И в Канаде его тоже нет. Есть такая карта, да, уничтожает армию целиком. Бля, ну я бы, конечно, эту Аманду прям в жопе-то ебнул. Давай, ну кольца очень легко лохануться, очень легко. Фотомодель вот эта прикольная, по кому делали Миранду. Миранду, Аманту, кто он там, не помню. Убить все фракционные юниты. А, ну то есть если это если у тебя и орки, и харадримцы, ты выбираешь, кого убить, да? Правильно понимаю? Фракционные юниты. То есть одна именно фракция. И ты выбираешь, кого убрать или как? Потому что если, допустим, 8 сауроновцев и... Опа, сразу 3-й уровень, да? Аж писька взмокла. Ну пока война кольца у меня, если захочешь поиграть, я бы поиграл. Вот, я пока ее привозить не буду, я пока там порешаю вопросы с органайзерами. Ну, я посмотрю, что к чему можно сделать. Есть интересный органайзер, он намного дешевле, чем этот. Он пластиковый, и он собирается в одну коробку. Он выглядит уебищно. Карты в итоге говно. Ну почему, блядь, пираты, дунланцы и паучихи. Да. Вот. То есть, тут как бы это... ну, опять же, договоримся в любом случае. Короче говоря, нашел он, да, он такой выглядит, конечно, стрёмненько, но смысл в том, что он, ну, он удобнее, короче, чем этот. То есть ты просто, он во-первых, коробка закрывает сразу, да, и все, ну, миниатюрки, грубо говоря, прям, если, но он сделан только не для покраски, то есть если будут миниатюрки покрашены, ты, конечно, соснешь члена. Вот, ну да, в первую очередь я, конечно, ДУ возьму. И не забудь, что еще, кстати, посмотри по Пути Славы и посмотри по Сумречной Борьбе. Сумречная Борьба вообще топовая игра, но она, блядь, только на двоих. То есть, если Войну Кольца еще можно как-то. Так, напор адреналина, по-моему, это такая херня просто редкостная. Ее вообще, по-моему, использовать, ну, это такое. А у меня вообще хасит, ну, до пизды. В том плане, что у меня ламповый стрим, я общаюсь с подписчиками. Тут стрим, ну придут кто-нибудь, спросит про масочку, спросит. Я просто в Аху хочу поиграть, то мне надо дождаться Сухова, модератора моего, да, и, ну, модератора-донатора одновременно, и хочу с ним в Аху пошпёхаться. Так, что дает? Давай посмотрим адреналин. Ну, типа замедление, говно. Чё там? Ну, такое. По-моему, вообще и оглушающий, и напор, это все шляпа. Вот это интересная штука. Зажигательный, крил патроны. Войну Кольца на стриме можно было бы поиграть. Если сейчас у меня товарищ Демид, ну ты помнишь, о ком я говорю, ну ты его, короче, слышал о нем. Он планирует все-таки, если сдастся под моим напором и напором товарища из Госдумы, возможно, в Энгельсе откроет клуб, прям недалеко от Лазурного, но в том плане, что можно будет прям на автобусе доехать без проблем. Вот, и возможно, я буду стримить именно на столке. Вот, но я потом приеду, будешь, если я там все расскажу, распишу, что к чему. Шанс на то, что будет клуб пиздатый, ну, высокий, короче. Вот. И цены демократичные, и все, как говорится, все будет клево. Должно, по крайней мере, быть, если там все будет так, как надо. Вот. Может, Агрикул, кстати, еще привезу. Да, мне еще Агрикул надо поиграть. Так, ну давай, совершенство в бою мне нравится. Во-первых, здоровье, урон никогда не повредит. Плюс, давай-ка сразу еще 2 очка. И пока что все. Да, пока что все, пока больше никуда ничего не тратим. Дальше, журнал Кодекс нам не интересен. Поднять пистолет, броня, да? Какие нахуй 24 очка? Стоп, 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 стоп. Так, подождите. Давай, хватит. А ты чем вообще занимаешься? Так, понятно. Патрон у меня нет. Но это нормально. Все, теперь есть. Все, погнали. Опа. Так, слушай, вопрос на 100 тысяч миллионов рублей. А что, конечно, со стрельбой? Я что-то не привык, конечно. Я что-то не понимаю. Ну что-то как-то Шепард косит у нас. Со страшной силой. Так, а присесть есть какая-нибудь кнопочка по поводу присесть? Нет, да? Так. Выстрелил ему в голову, да? Так, стоп. Давай-ка патрона. Синтетик. Отлично. Как-то вообще. Так, ну-ка. Жестко как-то, блядь. Мне тут плиты дают. Мне не нравится. Парасник привык к такой жесткой ебле. По-моему, зря, короче, я выбрал сразу высокий уровень сложности. Ага, роботы, да? О, жмуровозы, да? Понятно. Та-та-та-та-та. Левый shift. А, все вижу. Ну, погнали, че. Так. Так. Опа. Лифтера. Run, Вася, run. Не сдавайся мусорам. А, Миранда ее зовут, ёпт. Так, ну погнали. Опа. Так, ну-ка.
Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Ага. Так, сейфик, да? Денежки, это неплохо. 4 миллиарда. Это пиздец. Жестко. 4 миллиарда это, конечно, приличные деньги. Мое почтение. А, графически он поинтересней. На. С ракеты просто. Бездушная сука она. Ну, красивее. Вторая часть явно красивее. Вот третья уже не так, конечно. Ой-ой-ой. Слушай, ну что-то прям это жестко стало. На ветеране. Кто ты вообще?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Так, ну давай, раз ты биотик, поднимай тогда вообще ее. Ой-ой-ой. А еще раз можешь? Можешь. Все, да? Отлично. Ну давай попиздим. Мне нужны ответы, согласен. Ох, ёб вашу мать. Ну давай с Миранды начнем.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
А ты кто такой, Джейкоб?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station.
Чё-то как ты херово отвечаешь за безопасность.
Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
You know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Так.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Ну и про атаку на станцию
Do
надо
you know
узнать.
anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Все,
What's the
поехали.
quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Погнали. Что-то патрон маловато у нас, мне кажется.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for
Короче, Уилсон хотел присунуть Миранде, но Миранда оказалась стервой сука, я понял. Так, а убирать оружие, как в старые добрые времена, я понял.
They've seen us.
Damn it, Will.
Так, подожди.
This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Сейчас он зайдет. Ну-ка. Влияй-ка ему на. Так, а Джейкоб, а что ты тут встал-то, ёпт? Ну ладно.
Find us another. Oh God! They found me. Help! Wilson, where are you? Server room B. Hurry! They're out of control. Oh God! I'm hit.
Попали в него. Да похуй. Так, ноутбук.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind,
Интересно, как
the same
это можно
morals, the same
восстановить
personality.
личность
If we
человека?
alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Ну, очень странно. Прям совсем такая, знаешь, фантастика.
Shepard, down here!
Так, чё, где? Все, всех убили, да?
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on...
Панацелин. Так, это вот это, да? Единство, все понял. Давай, пендель ему надо дать для скорости.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
Какой-то
Bunch
мутный
of
хуй.
mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Во-во.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why didn't you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
О,
We can open...
так, давай-ка вот так и вот так.
Canisters to clear a path. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and
Ну,
controlled
мы
by
помним
Cerberus.
по первой части Цербер.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I
Призрак?
promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in
Иллюзион
charge of
Man.
all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Ладно, вперед.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Так. Почему, блядь, 2 очка отступника? Какого хуя? Минус панацелин, да? Не понимаю. За что мне дают вообще очки отступника?
We've been spotted.
Жахни по нему. Молодец. Так.
engaged.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Подъем с переворотом.
Rerouting.
Так, и вон туда, пожалуйста, мне. Ага. Ну, тут видишь, опыт дают, как я понимаю, за конечную миссию, не за столько, сколько ты тут настрелял. Так.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures.
Sub-zero.
Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Изи. Все, готово, да? Все, все деньги мы собрали с вами. Патрон, конечно, хуй да маленько. Честно говоря. Я ожидал больше. Поехали.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the...
Опа!
Miranda, but you are...
На нахуй. Хорошая сучка.
What the
Стерва.
hell are you doing?
Сиська,
My job.
конечно, прям.
Wilson betrayed us all.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Да, конечно, все хочу.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Почему?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Where are
Назначение?
we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right.
Волосы
All the
некрасивые.
risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
На всю жизнь.
Or 2 in your case. Come on.
Come on. Но потом можно вернуться на эту станцию, зачистить ее и клепать клонов Шепарда просто без остановки. Как по мне.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 года.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
Жесть.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call.
А может, он мне не нравился. Шучу. Не знаю.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Хера тут станции у Цербера. У них вообще, откуда, блядь, интересно, у них деньги в таком количестве? Просто вы не
The
ограничены.
elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Опа, шкафчик, броня, тип, шлем, да? Угу. Что дает? Урон от оружия повышается. Понятненько, понятненько. Блин, ну это прикольно, но беда, знаете, в чем? Ты его снять не можешь, то есть он всегда будет на голове. Давай вот так вот. О, а чем это? А, это просто черный, да? Серый. Я бы красный сделал. Угу, вот такой. Или белый. Угу. Ну нет, наверное. Лучше вот такой, потому что тот красный слишком насыщенный. Ну, узор нам не нужен. Да, узор не нужен. Цвета узора тоже. А, вот, все вижу. Понятно. Так, и внешний вид. Ну, естественно. Я же командир. SR2, да? N7. Ну вот, офицер. Так, и снаряжение мы поменять не можем, да? Да, не можем. Ну ладно. Не можем, так не можем.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Ну-ка, ну-ка.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Почему я?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Цербер?
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Ну и с чего
If
начнем?
you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Так, вот,
What do
да.
you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Неплохо. 4-й уровень. Так, а пушки-колотушки какие-нибудь у меня будут? Так, ну получается, что совершенство в бою мы можем сразу, да? Давай-ка пока вот так вот. Уже отступник где-то нахватал. Как я, блядь, успел?
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Так, ща я вернусь. Так, все, я тут. Спасибо за
I
разрешение.
never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Так, ну все, погнали.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Погнали.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Картина ясная. Новый уровень, итоги задания. Угу. Так, имущество. Ну, их могло быть больше, да? Гранатомет.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Ну, давай изучим.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Загрузочки быстрее стали, по-моему, чем раньше были. Мне так кажется. Так. Штурмовая винтовочка, да, говорить? А что тут интересно есть? Так, у тебя дробаш, у тебя... Ага, а у тебя что? Понял. Point print.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Все может быть. Все может быть. Джейкоб. И, кстати, да. Патрончики. А, пока пистолет уже поставим.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Согласен. Так, может тут что есть? Нет, да? Опа.
Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Так. F4, F3. Так, ладно. Не нравится мне это говно. Где оно? Все, что ли?
Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Ну, что-то как-то... Да, не вразумляет меня снайперка. Да, блядь, да откуда они нахуй? Так, ну-ка, давай туда.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Мы здесь не одни. Ну, я понял уже. Жесткие они какие-то. Может и правда, я, конечно, погорячился на такой сложности-то играть.
We've been spotted.
Кто? Кто? Откуда? Да ёп, вашу мать. Да, убивают, конечно, прям очень быстро. Очень быстро.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
If Vitor survived the attack, he may be able to tell us what happened.
That's the hope. We've seen him, but he might not be in the best state to answer questions. He was injured and, nervous around...
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
Диверсия.
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Форсайт, форсайт. Ну, погнали.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Слабенькая, конечно, пушка. Прям очень слабенькая.
Hostiles detected.
Get over here.
Где кто? Понял. Так, готово. Деньги нам не повредят. F5.
Use overload on them.
Блять, а можно пересесть? Спасибо. Перезагрузочка. Я что-то, блять, не понял. Я взял патроны. Против щитов. Джейкоб отъехал. Серьезно? Джейкоб, подъем.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Понятно. Тупые кварианцы. Да ладно. Перезагрузочка. Идти же, мать вас, пассатижи. Слава богу, они туповатенькие. Так бы мне вообще жопа была.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Ну, Q.
Understood.
Е.
Right.
Я, правда, не уверен, как они поймут мои команды, но...
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Ну, все. А, укрыть, понял. А там рыбоцып сейчас будет, да? Да. Рыбопес, короче. На нахуй. Чик-чирик. Ну, вот вам и каварианский
That
отряд.
mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Конечно, не было.
This is
Бомжи.
going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Ну почему? Сейчас попробуем.
Take out their shield.
Щит перезагрузочка, а?
On target.
Так. Ой-ой-ой. Ой-ой-ой. Так, а у меня что-нибудь есть? Да, у меня есть типа. Ну съебитесь, вот, съебитесь сюда. Вот и все. И мир. Так, у нее что там было? Против брони и биотических щитов. Ага, понял.
Right behind you.
Так, этот пес там, барбос сидит. Тали.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded shepherd. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Да понял, понял. Сейчас найдем его. Сейчас туда сбегаем. Стеной север, давай глянем. Так, это я нашел. Готово. О, боеприпасики. Да надо на таком уровне сложности, судя по всему, вообще все использовать. Ага. Тяжелому оружию, 2000 иридия. Да, тут, конечно, придется это побегать, пособирать всякое. Так, вроде все.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Крыша поехала, нет? Видимо.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
Коллекционеры.
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Ну-ка, ну-ка.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the quarry and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Не так-то быстро.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Интересно, девки дрыщут.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Ну-ка, 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 ну-ка.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnut Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Ну, на следующем стриме начнем команду собирать уже.
Two things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Джокер.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
СР-2. Да, серьезный аппарат. Ну и уж потом третья часть просто тупо перекрасит. Типа скоммуниздит у Цербера технологии, по сути, да? Прикольная посудина. Пустыню, по-моему, или как там, бурю. Даже скопировать не смогли. В говномеде.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Нормандия. СР-2. Норманди. Ну, неплохо, неплохо. Неплохое начало. Мне нравится. Она больше стала намного. Пожирнее, посолиднее. На следующем стриме, да, будем опять оббегать всю команду. Со всеми трещать, со всеми болтать. Да. Кредиты и риди. Ну да, я просто помню, что вторая часть как-то загружалась просто неимоверно долго. А тут смотри. Костюмчик у меня какой. Все плюс-минус как раньше, только больше, лучше, красивее.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Верно.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Арсенал, лифт, каюта, лаба. Так, ну что ж, дамы и господа, на этом я предлагаю пока закончить. Вот. Всем большое спасибо. Как говорится, лайк, подписка, все дела. Вот. Встретимся завтра, послезавтра. Если у нас с настолками пока всю неделю не получается, поэтому стримить я буду, думаю, более ударно, да, там по одному, по два стрима. Вот. Все. Всем спасибо. Всем пока-пока.